Got a Spark. We got a Spark. So Mr. Spark is doing really good. I'm really happy with him so far. He's a nice, confident little mink. He looks like he might be a good size. It's hard to say for sure because he's still growing. But for muskrats, you want a bigger mink because obviously they're a bigger quarry. So kind of the bigger the better for muskrats. But for most of the other quarry, we go after brown rats, squirrels, ground squirrels, things like that. You really want a smaller mink, typically speaking, just in order to fit down the holes and the tight places that they hide. And so he seems like he could be a little bit of a, you know, big enough to be real good on muskrats, but possibly small enough to fit in some of those other places too. We'll see. Obviously, like I said, he's still growing, so he might get a lot bigger than I expected or stay smaller than I expected. Really, when it comes to muskrats, it's more attitude than size anyway. He could be really small and absolutely decimate muskrats, but he's got to be super, super confident at that point because obviously being smaller, the muskrat would outweigh him. So the bigger the better isn't always the case with muskrats. If you've got enough attitude, you can make up for your lack in size. Sherlock, his dad, was a good example of that. Sherlock was a real little male mink, but he had a lot of attitude, and he showed that even a big aggressive muskrat wasn't too much for him due to his attitude. So even if he ends up real small like his dad, he could be a good muskrat mink. It's just more difficult. The thing I love about him is he's got a real good caching instinct. Teaching a mink to retrieve their quarry is a very difficult thing to do, and a lot of it just comes down to the mink's natural instincts and intelligence, and it can be very difficult. Most of the time it's very difficult, but he's showing a lot of good signs that it might not be so difficult for him. So he's showing a lot of good signs that he might that he's got the right instinct and the intelligence to figure it out, what we're trying to accomplish. So he's showing a lot of promise when it comes to caching. We'll see if that continues or if he gets more difficult with age. But so far he's off to a great start in caching, which is a real plus when it comes to a hunting mink. As you can see, he's nice and quick and nimble too. He should be a real athletic mink. And he seems really confident when it comes to prey so far. So I've got a lot of high hopes for this little guy. One thing I really like about him is he's really nice to handle. He's not too rough, which really doesn't matter in the end because they typically aren't as playful as they mature anyway. But it's just pleasant for this age and stage of development. But yeah, he's real playful, but so far he's been pretty good at being gentle. He's the typical, you know, he's rough and tumble, but it doesn't typically hurt when he gets you. He's usually pretty gentle, and I'm saying that he's getting rougher and rougher. Yeah, they also get rougher as they get hungry, so it might be time that we quit playing and start his training, huh? Huh? Should we go get the rat out? And did you find it, huh? Oh, there's a wild boy. Oh, there's a wild boy. Oh, go spank your little wild butt. Oh, go spank your wild butt. Oh, I'll get you. Oh, go get you. Oh, I got you. I'm faster than you. Oh, I'm even faster than you. You think you're fast? You think you're fast? Look at that, I got you. Oh, what? Spank your butt. Oh, spank your butt. Oh, spank your butt. Oh, I got you. Oh, I got you. Oh, you think you're fast? You think you're fast? Look at this. Faster than you. Faster than you. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. Oh, I gotta spank you. Wow, look at that. Look how fast I am. Wow. You think you're fast? Huh? You think you're fast? You think you're fast? Look at that. I mean faster than you. Oh, get you. Oh, get you. Oh, I got your scruff. Oh, I got your scruff. Oh, I'll get your bum. Oh, spank your bum. Oh, I'll get your scruff. Oh. They love playing like this, if you can't tell. Oh, you got your own tail. Silly boy, you got your own tail, that's not me. Get your tummy, oh, get your tummy. Oh, I'm gonna hold you down and spank your butt. Spank that butt. Just last year, I started utilizing a dog to help me with training the mink. And it's actually worked out great last year, so I'm hoping it works this year as well. We use Bindi to steal the rat if the mink leaves it somewhere. So oftentimes when you're doing these caching training where you're trying to get the mink to bring the rat back to you, he'll catch it, leave it somewhere, and then come back to you or wander off. And then in his mind, he's going to go back to it eventually. So what you do, you want to create a sense of urgency. You want the mink to learn, hey, as soon as I get that rat, bring it right back to me. Otherwise, I lose it. Or bring it back to the caching box, really. So as soon as I find the rat, bring it back to the caching box, I get my reward. If I leave it somewhere, it's going to disappear. Now, if I go and pick up the dead rat, you know, say hit it in the bushes, if I go pick up the rat, the mink's probably going to see me doing it and he's going to lose trust in me. He's going to be like, oh man, I can't trust that guy, he always steals my stuff. If he thinks I steal his stuff, why would he bring it back to me and put it in the caching box? It makes no sense at all. Also, sometimes the mink hides it in a little place where I either can't reach it very easily or I can't find it. It's like it's somewhere in these bushes, I'm not sure where. So the dog not only can steal the rat without me losing trust, or without the mink losing trust in me, but also the dog might be able to find the rat when I can't, or reach the rat where it's really awkward to get. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful training method so far, and this year it's looking like it's a very useful method again. So we might not use Bindi at all. She might just be here and not do anything at all. But if the mink doesn't grab the rat and bring it back, then we can utilize Bindi to go in and steal it and bring it back to me. And what I'll do is if Spark does perfectly today and brings the rat back without any problem, then I'll take some footage from a previous video and I'll show you how Bindi steals the rat and how that works. Either way, we'll make sure you guys get to see how that works. Okay, so now we're gonna do a little training. I've got a dead rat here and we're gonna drag a scent trail for Spark to follow. And the idea is that Spark learns to follow his nose, find the rat, and then bring it back to us to the carry box. So let's see how he does.
2 hours later.
Okay, so our first try was a bust. We drug out a trail. He followed it perfectly and then overrun it, missing the rat and run around, wasting time, never finding it again. So we put him away for about an hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours. Now we're gonna drag a new fresh trail, hide the rat in a different place, and see if he'll find it this time. Usually that's not the problem. Usually they find it, but for whatever reason, he just really missed it this time. So anyway, let's give it another go. And he's following his nose and see if he'll stay on the trail. Oh, he's staying on the trail this time. Oh, he overrun it though. He overrun it. Let's see if he can backtrack and figure it out. Gotta slow down and follow your nose, sir. Slow down and follow your nose. Slow down. There you go. Bindi, come here. Wait. Come on, Spark. Come on, Spark. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh, did you have a little trouble getting it in there? Here you go. Good boy. Good boy. Perfect job, sir. That was perfect. He got to learn from his mistake of overrunning the track. So that was awesome. The first time he did the same thing, but he didn't learn from his mistake. He just ran around. This time he got back on the trail, followed it right to the rat. So that was a perfect learning experience. Now I'm going to carefully sneak the rat out of the box as best I can without startling him. Alrighty, we were able to sneak it out without disturbing him while he eats. So that was a perfect little training session. Excellent opportunity for him to learn to slow down and follow his nose. So now we'll show you a clip of where we actually needed Bindy's assistance and how that actually works. Bindy, come here. Good girl. If he walks off, we'll let Bindy take it. We'll make him wait for an hour.
But if he doesn't do it in an hour, he has to wait until tomorrow.
Well, we'll just make him wait another hour after that.
And the other hour after
Bindy, bring it here. Bindy, bring it here. Bring it here. Yes. 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 Good girl. Bring it here. Yes. Bindy, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Yes. Trying to get down. Yes. Trying to get down. Yes. Good girl. Okay, so he hesitated, walked off without the rat. So I had Bindy run in and steal it. So you guys may wonder where Mr. Spark lives. This is his swimming pool. You see he's got little balls to play with, a little tube to swim through, a little island in the middle to stand on. And this is a cinder block, so it's actually got little tubes that he could swim through on the cinder block too. And he's got two different kinds of toy balls. He's got the floating kind and then the sinking kind, little golf balls down here. And they provide different kinds of enrichment and play opportunities for him. Huh. Yeah, he's a good boy. You want to swim? I've been swimming all day. Oh, there he goes. See, he'll go through the tube. I don't know how well you could see that black mink with a black tube and a black tub, but he swims through that tube, and it's good practice for him to learn to go underwater tunnels, and he just finds it entertaining. And then we'll show you his bed. So in his enclosure, he also has other tubes to go through. All right, and then he's got this cool tree to climb on. Now, because he's a baby, he's got two different nest boxes. He's got one way up high that eventually he'll use as an adult. But right now, while he's still learning to climb, he's got a little one that's low down and easy to get to. Once I feel he's pretty confident with climbing, we'll move the box up to a higher place, and then eventually he'll have the box way up on top to use. But for now, we've got it at this low position, and pretty soon here I'll move it up to a little bit higher position. But it gives him an opportunity to practice climbing and strengthen his balance and work different muscles, as well as just, you know, make things more interesting than if his cage was flat. Gotcha! Wow, gotcha! I'm faster than you. I'm faster than you. I'm faster than you. You think you're fast, but I'm faster. He's still not the best climber yet because he's still young, but he can climb a little bit. Ooh, good job. And as he matures, he'll get better and better at it. And that's why I put his nest box up high, so it kind of encourages him to climb more and practice his skills at climbing. Hi guys, Hope you enjoyed the video. YouTube has been tightening down on their censorship. I, in fact, just barely got a strike for a video that I thought was totally fine. But nope, they gave me a strike, took it down, and you guys are never going to see it. So what happens to that and many other videos that I already know are going to get a strike, so I don't even try and put up on YouTube? Well, they go on my Mink Man's exclusive club. This club allows me to show videos that I never could show on YouTube. So if you guys feel like you're missing out seeing these little clips, well, you really are. I'll post whatever I can here on YouTube, but the rest is going to be going to my exclusive club. So just click on the link in the description below and find out what you're missing.